guys, we've got a special treat for you tonight. Um, Chuck changed his mind, and he's been like hemming and hawing about being on the podcast. So I lured him over here for whiskey and cigar night. So Jeff's got him at the bar, and he's getting him liquored up, and then we're gonna lure him in here, like coerce him in the room, like P Diddy style, and we're it is gonna be a treat. Now, of course, like I'm friends with a whole bunch of comics, and I could just have a bunch of different comics on here, like everybody does, but they're always competing for laughs and everything else. I'm bringing you real people, and the realest of people, like they're generally or they're just organically sweet but fucked up, and you're gonna meet Chuck tonight. Hopefully, if we can talk him into it. All right, don't tell him I did this. I'll see you soon. What's up, guys? Right, we're back. Right, it's Mike Rave in here with my boy Jeff, and we got him in the room. Right, we got him in here. Joke was on us though, feeding him full of a bunch of whiskey and pizza.
Yeah.
Getting up in this small ass room.
He doesn't really know where he is right now, but it's fine.
But you didn't realize that we invited you over for a cigar and whiskey night, and we just been drinking Pepsi all night long. Because we're gonna be classy bitches tonight to celebrate the addition of Chuck.
Woo!
And I made my own wine.
Oh.
Right?
Excuse me,
This
bad
is
and
what
bougie.
we've been working on for a while.
Okay.
All right. Kudos for coming in, Chuck. All right, we know that you didn't really want to.
All for me.
I just felt so dirty cheering for him that I don't even know where to
Well,
begin.
we've been talking about him on the show for a little
course.
while, right?
He ends up in like all of our stories somehow. So
Yeah.
not bringing him in at least once would have been weird.
And well, I mean, I think this is going to be a few-parter because there's a lot of things that to unpack with Chuck.
Yeah.
I think we start in the beginning, right?
Okay.
And I'll kind of drive the ship because he derails us fast.
He just says things.
And then next thing you know, we turn on each other
Yep.
because he pisses us both off, and then
Until we realize that we turned on each other and then we attack him. And
Yeah.
we can't let that happen this time. To start.
yes,
Can I get in on this?
yeah, we suppose, Chuck. All right. Anyways, ooh, that's good. I'm a
That's delicious.
little winemaking bitch.
Oh, look at you. Bad and bougie.
So I met Chuck in high school.
Sorry to hear that.
You were how many years behind me? Were you 2 years?
Just behind you.
So you were 2 years behind me, but you would always be around because your cousin was kind of older, and I was around him, right? So he was like a year above me, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Chuck used to be like the quiet one that was around,
Sure.
but he wasn't so quiet because he had a giant ass mohawk.
That's true.
Like a big ass mohawk.
Stop.
Yeah. I just remember, I remember pictures of you with, like, your Anarchy t-shirt and, like, your punk rock shit and his giant mohawk. And then we'd always be like, oh, fuck, it's Chuck. Right?
But literally, like, don't get caught in the same corner with Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
What's my life?
I used to wear chains around my waist, like big, heavy chains, and it was just clink, clink all the way down the hall. Everywhere I went.
Chucks is coming. Chucks is coming. Oh my God, I hate that so much.
So this is literally how it started, right?
I would have hated you since school. Like, I just want to point that out.
Then time went by, and then I didn't see, hear, or think about the great Chuck for a while. I don't think you were around yet when I had this greatest idea that I was going to have this giant parking lot party in the middle of the parking lot at M&M's.
I definitely was not, because I had brought to you, me and Les said that you need to do a block party.
Oh, yeah, and I was like, never
would
again. Yeah.
Never fucking do
Yeah.
that again.
So we had to have like the police like shut down the road. We had vendors, we had beer trucks, we had like 5 or 6 different bands that were playing that day. We had outdoor food. Like it was a whole thing.
The whole thing.
So Chuck had told me that he had reached out and he was just like, "Oh, hey man, long time no talk. I saw you guys are having a big block party." And he goes, "I build cornhole boards. Do you want me to build some cornhole?" And I was like, "Oh fuck yeah,
Yeah, well,
absolutely.
of course.
Right.
Why not?
Okay, so like, because you're a carpenter,
Correct.
okay. So Chuck, I was like, of course. He built me these nice ass cornhole boards, super super nice ones. Great job. But they were plain, and I was like, "Oh, do you think that we could put like the emblem, like the logo with the, the fire in the front of it?" And Chuck's like, "Yep, sure, no fucking problem." And that's when Chuck chucked, and that's the first time.
I feel like you still knew us well enough to know that we could have at least gotten you someone to have done something to it, but
The board was made so nice that clearly he has talent. So I just thought that he would have my vision,
talent.
or like look at the sign and be like, "Oh," you know what I mean? Like I thought maybe he would look at the M&M sign and
This
be
is
like,
a decent blueprint. Maybe I should go off of this.
"Yes."
Oh my god. It's Charles.
Yep. So instead, he
Not,
just
not an expert in lettering.
maybe
Oddly enough.
Like spelling or just
Oh,
lettering in general?
Lettering. I'm like, you'd have to like make a stencil and to do it properly. And like I tried to, but it was like a paper pen stencil. It didn't come out very well.
to say the least. It did not come out well.
So the paper stencil didn't work on wood.
Yeah, the flames that he drew on there were laughable, right? This
Starting no fires.
I still have them, but like I don't drag them out because I'm not super proud.
You're looking for a good sticker to put on.
Yeah. If anyone's a good airbrush artist, I need you. I need you.
Oh
So,
my God.
so then time went by, and COVID happened, and then we were expanding and building the X side. And then Chuck reaches out to me, and he's just like, "Hey, man," he's like, I got some free time on my hands. Do you need any help? I hear that you're doing a project." And I said, "Sure." So he used to come in and do like the second shift, and he'd pick up where we left off.
Sure.
And then he did a great job with that. Then he decided, well, we had talked, and he was going through like life changes, and he had more time on his hands, and so I thought that what he should do was be around the bar scene at nighttime.
So this is your fault.
100% my fault. Remember, like in the Gremlins, like when you weren't supposed to feed them?
Feed them after midnight.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't hit him with water. We got this man drinking and up after midnight.
Yeah.
We're 2 for 3. Like,
Yeah.
this is your fault. God.
So I talked him into being an axe guy, which he took right to, because I was like, well, he looks like a not fucking now his Ninja Turtles t-shirt, but like,
Yeah. Way to
he,
show out, Chuck.
he usually looks very burly and very lumberjackish. I'm like, that's perfect for axe guy. And then you expressed that you wanted to be a bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the legend of Chuck was born.
What's like the anti-legend? Because I feel like that's more accurate. But honestly, I'm not even trying to sway y'all. I'm going to let you guys come up with your own opinions by hearing him talk. But that's around the time when you brought him in and he started doing that second shift that I met him.
Yep.
That's right around that time. My initial meeting of Chuck was one of the most awkward moments ever. Because
I'm pretty proud of that.
at that God, I fucking hate you. But when I first started over there, I only knew a select few people. Like, I knew Mike, obviously. Mike, as you guys have heard, episode 1, I think it was, I'd been bothering him for years at that point. I knew the bartenders, I knew staff, like, I was messing with them. So, one day, Mike is just like, okay, yeah, we're ready to open. Why don't you come meet me over there on the Axe side and whatever. So, I go over there on the Axe side, and here's some random Chuck just, like, up doing things against a wall. And I'm like, I don't know who that is, but it's not Mike, so I'm just going to sit here and mind my business. I think I got food from the Chinese spot around the corner. That was the last time I did that. But got some food from the Chinese spot around the corner. I sat down. I started eating. Chuck, in his infinite glory, decided, you know what? This is the time I'm going to eat too. He grabs his food, waddles his ass over to me, goes, "Hi, I'm Chuck," and sits down right here at the bar next to me. Now, anyone who knows me well enough knows, A, I don't know you, don't sit next to me. They also know, B, I do know you, don't sit next to me.
There's 15 seats on each side of that bar.
Literally, this is a 20-seat bar, and he's over here playing elbows with me.
And it's only you two there.
And it's only us. I'm like, Chuck, what? I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? So I started the whole, like, who is this? Everyone, oh, be nice to him, be nice to him, be nice to him. It takes them 20 minutes. 20 minutes now to be like, damn it, Chuck.
That is a thing. The damn it Chuck saying is a thing. I remember.
So proud of himself for it.
I remember Les was giving us shit because we were so mean to him for like a week. He was like, "Why are you so mean to him?"
Yep, literally.
We're like, "You'll see.
You'll see. Like, I'm not even going to tell you. You'll see on your own.
Les is definitely the person that took the longest to come around.
Can we pretend like?
Yeah,
There we go.
we're gonna
Come on, buddy.
we're gonna do this thing."
You said he took the longest to come around?
Oh yeah, for sure. It was multi days. I don't think anyone else has taken more than a day.
No, I'll give you that one because Kristen was like, "Be nice to him," and then you disagreed with her on one thing, and she was just like, "Oh yeah, he's the worst." And we're like, "Told you."
Yep.
No, that tracks.
So that's how you met Chuck. I created this monster,
You sure did.
and then let's go over the things that he's done to me. Okay.
But the list is long, and we only have so much time.
Yeah, we know, Chuck. That's why you're a multi-part series.
We can't stop at one review.
So, very early on into working with you, everyone else is gone for the evening. It's you and I.
Are you talking about like the third time you let me be a bartender at your bar?
Yep, that time.
Okay.
So, everyone else is gone.
He's coming with receipts. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
absurd.
I'm over like seeing, like making sure he's doing all the right things. It's what time in the morning? 1 a.m., 1:15 a.m.
Oh, the band left at like 1:30. Like it's late.
It's late. Okay.
Yep. I think I got that text message around 2-ish that I started laughing.
So Chuck has like 5 minutes left of work, and I'm exhausted. I'm like, "Chuck, I'm gonna go home." I'm like, "You're good with that?" Yep. He goes, "Okay." As I'm walking out the door, I went, "Fuck!" I was like, I forgot to get gas, and Stewart's is open, and I was like, "Oh, they're usually open they're only open till midnight." And I was like, "Fuck!" Right? So I didn't get gas. So I told Chuck I didn't get gas, and I said, "Whatever, I'll make it. Good night." I get 2 miles from work, maybe 3 miles from work. I run out of gas. I take a picture of me with all the lights on the thing. All the lights on. Ran out of gas. I'm on the side of the road. Send it to him.
Sure.
He texts me back an emoji. The emoji with all the teeth. The one that says like... I'm thinking he has 5 minutes left to work.
Sure.
He is going to then swing up and get me, and we're going to have to go get gas somewhere.
Because mind you, he lives literally around the corner from you.
Yes.
Within 2 miles.
I know that he has to drive by, and he's going to see my car. I'm not that far. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I waited. And I waited. And I waited.
The sun came up.
Yeah.
I waited.
And I had to walk all the way up that motherfucking mountain, all the way home.
Wasn't Caden with you too?
That was a different night.
That was a different.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So he left me there. Then the next day, what'd you say the next day, Chuck? You were just like, "Oh, you want me to come get you? That's what that meant?" He goes, "I thought you were just telling me that you ran out of gas."
No. You sent the picture That's all you did. You just sent a picture.
Yeah,
You-
self-explanatory.
No.
Most people would say, "Hey, are you home? Do you need help?"
For clarity's sake, upon
This should be good.
upon looking at the picture now, I can clearly see that you're on the side of the road. At the time, I thought it was a picture of the gas light coming on in your truck.
I told him the gas light was on. I told him I forgot to get gas. Why would I have a half tank of gas and be like, oh shit, I forgot to get gas today? No. It's because I got 5 miles until empty.
Here's why I have no sympathy for you. You chose this.
I know.
You decided, oh, he needs nightlife. Yet apparently he's afraid of the dark and won't come and get you on the side of the road.
I might be the only bartender that's not afraid of the dark.
How about
I fucking hate him so much.
Uh,
So much.
How about when last year, when it was like $4,000 to buy the NFL package, right? It's like $4,000 for a commercial restaurant to buy the NFL package. And I come in, and it's like in the middle of like 2:30. It's like in the middle of like the Sunday window
through that
where
first game.
all the games are going to be on.
Right.
And we're watching like, what were we watching? Some dumbass movie.
Okay, first of all, it was Star Wars. That's not a dumbass movie.
That's exactly
Second
a
of all,
fucking dumbass movie.
It's not a dumbass movie, but it should not have been played on football.
No. It wasn't a movie. I would never put a movie on. It was whatever was on there yesterday was that station it stayed on. So it was we were watching the news or something to that effect.
Did you take a bet out against yourself? Is that like...
Oh, yeah, what are you?
No.
What is the opposite of helping yourself in a situation? Because this is it, Chuck.
Because there was no effort put into it. It wasn't like, oh, I've got to put on Star Wars. It just was on CBS News or whatever.
I hate him.
Chuck, was there fucking football on the TV, Chuck?
There definitely was not.
There sure wasn't, right? And then when I said, Chuck, you think you could put fucking football on and
Sports.
and then sports, and he went, oh, the sports games are on. That's what he said.
Sports ball's playing.
Yep. Then I went.
I've also came a long way since then.
Then I went.
That's funny because it's true.
That's just true.
That's so funny because it's true.
When I came out of my office, though, you didn't put football on, Chuck, did you?
Out of sport, Mike.
Before you say it. Now, as he's flipping through the channels, I'm sitting here just like, Chuck, just put on the game. Just put on the game. He flips and stops to this specific channel. I'm going to let you say what it was. And I go, Chuck, that's not the game. He goes, he just said sports. And I said, I want to see Mike's reaction. I want to see how this plays out. You got it, Chuck. Go ahead.
I came out of my office and Chuck put on motherfucking sailboat racing. Sailboat racing.
Mike comes out the office and goes, Chuck, what the fuck is this? And he goes, you said sports.
Got him.
Mike was so bad. I didn't make it better because, of course, I'm laughing out loud because I'm the worst.
That's fine. Remember when you wanted to know where HR was because he called you his work daddy?
Okay, first and foremost, I've pushed that way down into my body. Let's not. I'm working, minding my own fucking business. And this, I think I'm talking to one of my coworkers. I don't remember what it was. Me and my coworker are talking, whatever. And I don't know if I'm giving her advice or if I'm telling her I got her back, whatever it is. And Chuck comes up to me and goes, oh, you're the work daddy. I looked this man in his eye. I said, Chuck, what the fuck did you just call me? He goes, work daddy. I was rip shit. I ran into Mike's office and basically Spartan kicked the door in. I said, where's HR? I was like, I'm not fucking doing this no more. I quit. I don't want to be here. Mike's just like, what happened? I go, Chuck called me work daddy. Now, this is when you know Mike don't take shit serious. Because Mike just went, that I'm not trying to laugh, but he's clearly laughing face, and you know what fucking face I'm talking
I
about. 'Cause
know.
that shit pisses me the fuck off.
What made me more mad was I tried to do the right thing and go tell Chuck privately not to call you work daddy ever again. And
He was so serious.
then he starts running these fucking scenarios by me where he could say work daddy. And then I said, Chuck, how about you just don't ever say daddy here again in the workplace? And then he goes, but I'm a father, so I am a daddy. So what if, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
He's the one who made it. How is he the one who made it? We've gone through so many
You
bartenders.
should have seen all the contestants.
Oh, but you're the dumbass that stumbled into the double jeopardy, didn't you? Oh my god!
This is what happens when we feed him Jack Daniels. I think.
Oh my god!
This is the equivalent of the feeding the gremlin.
Oh my god! I can't. The fact that people defend it make it even worse to me.
I did.
Sometimes up to 2 or 3 hours.
I forget the shit that I say sometimes. I definitely talked about when I almost killed him with
Sure.
Did I talked about that on here?
Yeah.
I did. Okay. Yeah.
Like on an episode we
Yeah.
talked
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
The burger. Okay.
I did.
Yes.
Okay. So.
Oh, I'm glad you're paying
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't fucking know.
Well, the problem is we're usually fucking loaded when we're doing these. We're junk had a burger.
I've got a long drive some days.
So
Gel.
when
We
I
see your worth, Chuck. Fine.
was actually nervous at first because when I had that peanut butter on my burger and I'm like, oh Chuck, you want some of this? He's like, oh yeah. He's like, what's on it? I'm like, everybody else was giving me shit how weird it was.
Sure.
That's what I was like, shut up, Chuck, just fucking eat it, just put it in your mouth. And then he's like, is there peanut butter on this? And I'm like, yeah, there is, right? It's good. And he goes,
He just feels so
yeah, he's like, I'm allergic to peanut butter. And I was like, oh shit, oops.
But from the sounds of things, he also tried to take you out with food as well. So like I've come to this conclusion: you two just do shit to each other to like keep on one-upping how fucked up you guys are.
I'm not a bitch. I don't have allergies to food. He just knows I fucking hate a certain food. So, diabolical Chuck.
You are the fucking devil, Chuck. It's true.
This is one of those stories where I am not diabolical. I just did something nice for my coworkers, and Mike walked
It was not
in and
nice,
wrong.
Chuck. Never do. I come in, and there's a plate of brownies, like in the kitchen, that look like brownies. They do not look like banana bread. They don't look like a bread. Because I'd be like, is that zucchini bread? Is it pumpkin? Is it banana? Like, what is that? They look like brownies. I actually said out loud, who brought in brownies? They responded, Chuck.
Now, here's the thing about Mike that is being left out. Mike is a sweets whore.
Yes.
You put sweets in front of him,
Gonna have it.
he's gonna go gadget jawline eat
Yes.
all of them nonstop.
Guilty.
That is who Mike is. Realistically, that's who Chuck is as well.
Must be a Lebanon thing.
Must be a lemon thing. I'm not a sweets person. I don't do sweets. So if Mike sees a plate of brownies, let me tell you, his fat ass gonna go eat them.
I'm gonna go try the brownies.
He's gonna try the brownies. He don't even gotta be hungry. He gonna try the brownies.
Well, I tried the brownies. And I bit into it and immediately fucking regretted it because
There was bananas.
there was bananas in it. I hate bananas. I hate bananas. Even I was told when I was a baby I spit bananas out. I don't like the yellow runts in the fucking 25-cent can. I don't like
Runts.
the runts.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's where you went with runts.
Yeah. I don't like anything banana.
What about the Laffy Taffy?
Nope.
That's literally the best flavor.
I don't give a shit. I want nothing. My kids, my kids wanted bananas. They're two. I'm like, you figure it out. You open it up yourself. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't open a
Go outside
banana.
and eat
Fucking
that.
no.
They make so much more sense for me. You wouldn't open a banana for your
I don't
kids.
touch bananas.
You don't touch.
I don't touch them.
Who hurt you?
Bananas. I don't.
How?
I don't like the smell. I don't like anything about it. So when I bit into this fucking brownie, and all I taste is banana, I'm like, right into the garbage, and all I saw was rage, because I knew that it was a Chuck thing,
Sure.
And I went running with this brownie. And Chuck's working. There's customers. Oops. I fucking...
Oops.
I crow hopped through this fucking brownie so hard.
Right in the side of my face.
All I can see is
I threw it across the bar and hit Chuck in the face with it.
I think the best part of both those stories is I wasn't there those days, but I got the phone call immediately when it happened. Jeff, I just hit Chuck with a fucking brownie. I was like, Mike, why are you throwing brownies at Chuck? There was banana in it. I had a piece. I was like, did he offer it to you? He goes, no. Then why'd you throw it at him? Because there was banana. Why'd he bring it in the building? I'm like, it's illogical, but I love it, and I'm here for it. I have a story, if you want me to jump in, about how Chuck just tried to fuck me over as well.
Ooh, I like those ones better.
Okay. So, I went on a kick where I was very into Palomas with the jalapeno tequila.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You remember that. I was huge into one of the ex-bartenders put me on. I was into it. I was all in.
I remember that bartender.
Yeah. Low-key miss her, not gonna
Oh,
lie.
yeah, for sure.
But, now, mind you, I am not a bartender. Like, you know, a regular mixed drink, I can do that. There's a couple of them I can finesse together. Paloma is not one of them. You know what I mean? I haven't studied enough. I don't know. What I do know that a Paloma needs is simple syrup.
Oh.
It does need simple syrup.
Now, I say to Chuck, because admittedly, you did not make it,
Yeah, was not there for that.
but I asked Chuck, hey, can you pass me the simple syrup? This one is empty. So he hands me
No.
You literally handed me
No.
the container, Chuck.
No.
You handed me the container, Chuck.
Nope, I was not there for that.
You were literally there.
I was out for that weekend.
No, you weren't, because Maggie went around the corner to come and say, what the fuck is this?
Because
he was there.
Because the bartender that got blamed for it, that wasn't me, had to text me and say, hey, I just got blamed for your fuck up. Because I was out with my kids.
I got you, buddy.
Thank you, Michael.
I can tell you.
So wait. So you did make that shit.
Oh, I 100% made that.
This motherfucker. So it was you. You argued the opposite. Did he not argue the opposite to me
This
like
is what he
2
does.
months ago?
No, I made that. I 100% did that.
Anyway, she hands me this jar of what I believe is simple syrup.
Mm-hmm.
I do what I got to do. Hey, I'm a good coworker. Let me refill. You want to pause it?
No. Just go.
Just go. Okay. So I was like, hey, let me refill the simple syrup so that she doesn't have to do it later. So I fill it up, and I just feel splat onto my finger. Because you know how it is. If there's a big thing going into a smaller thing, it's going to splash. Splashes on my finger.
I know all about that.
And I'm just, you're gross. Same though. But anyway.
What are you guys talking about?
Exactly, buddy. So I go, oh, simple syrup on my finger. I take a lick of that shit, and I went, that had never fucking been simple syrup. That had never been syrup. Chuck, what'd you make that simple syrup with?
No sugar.
No sugar. What was that? What was it that you put in it,
Oh, you
Chuck?
mean the big salt syrup that Chuck made?
Oh, yeah.
The big salt
syrup.
It's not a syrup unless there's sugar in it, Mike. That was actually just a saline solution.
I literally would have gotten more sugar by deep-throating the Atlantic Ocean.
Accurate.
It was the saltiest shit I've ever had. I said, Danielle, what the shit is this? I blamed her. She goes, I didn't make it. I swear I didn't make it. I was so bewildered by this. I went running into the other side, and I was just like, try this. To the bartenders on the other side. They dip a pinky in. They go,
bar manager
what?
at that time.
I go, she goes, what the fuck is this? And I was like, oh, that's simple salt. Courtesy of the Axe side. Mind you, I was having my heart issues at that point, so I'm like, someone's just trying to kill me.
Now, at this point, I think it's funny to add that
Thank you for refilling me. Thank you for refilling me. This is gonna piss me off so much, I can tell.
at that particular time, everyone had so much confidence in me that nobody believed that I could possibly have made that mistake.
That's true. Everyone went straight for her.
Oh yeah,
This is why. This is why.
100%.
The
Oh. Chuck is someone's 13th reason. Like, it's so fucking bad.
this is literally why. Damn it, Chuck is a thing.
Literally!
This is just a saying that everybody says that is caught on. That is, everyone just gets mad and yells, "Damn it, Chuck!" Because
It's like
this.
how everyone has that one gullible person in their group that you're like, oh, honey. Chuck is that person who's just like, damn it, Chuck! Just because you do things. And it just insta rage.
you didn't have to live through
Thank God.
the first time I found out about Chuck's lesbian face.
I'm sorry, what?
Roller derby Chuck.
Oh, I heard about roller derby Chuck. I had a good giggle off that one. It matches with the mohawk and the chains.
Oh, the mohawk was gone.
Yeah, no.
It just looked like he drove a Subaru to roller derby practice.
Sure.
And then he's telling all the stories about what was it called when you would whip by people?
Pass.
Oh, that's just taking a whip. That's not very common. In
I feel like there are
consideration
no black people in roller derby after that statement.
that is not true at all.
Yeah.
So
No,
you're
100%.
trying to imply to me that there are brothers and sisters out there that
I saw
take
the
a
picture.
whip
I saw the picture.
and they take a whip? Is that what you're trying to imply to me right now?
No, I'm saying that the whip is something that was in the theatrical version of roller derby in the 70s and 80s, but does not exist in the competitive version that emerged in the 2000s.
This is what I learned that afternoon.
Also, there was a very
I'm just mad at
prolific
myself
black
for
man.
asking questions that took the whip.
No, that was awesome. He was really good at apex jumping. Which is when you clear the inside of the track, thereby shortening the track. It was one of his special moves. His name was Quadzilla.
Welcome to the Chuck Vortex.
Now we're talking about roller derby.
This is why we don't let him drive.
Oh,
This right here.
You just gotta have a car with me.
Get him a water. Get him a water immediately.
Jesus.
This is backfiring so hard. Oh my God.
Such a good idea on paper.
I'm so mad right now. This is literally backfiring more than going through our group's list of red flags for us.
That was also terrible.
So bad. I stopped defining things though. But
Let's talk about when we decided to take a little team building, little. We're gonna take a little team building activity, so it's just gonna be us. Like, fuck the girls. It's just gonna be us.
Is this when you found out about my super secret talent?
yes, it is.
Yes, Chuck. So we're going to go out, and we're gonna go throw axes at some place that we don't work at, and we're gonna go have a couple drinks.
Yep.
Right? I said,
You made it very clear.
I'm buying.
You're flying.
You're flying.
You're flying. You're buying.
Yep. We live close. You're on the way. So that was
Right.
very well established.
Correct.
Okay.
Worked for me.
We are there for what would you say? 40 seconds?
I'd give him about 3-4 minutes.
Okay,
Before
yeah,
his first drink.
The
got to
first bartender was very attentive to us.
when no one
And
was there.
we're looking over the drink menu.
It wasn't Tap That Axe.
No. So we're there, and Chuck sees a drop shot on the menu. So we get what we got. What we get? We got beers or
I got that little apple John.
Yeah.
Remember with the candied apple on top? That shit was
I
good.
ordered a sour by probably a Frog Alley sour. It kicked while I was at it. He ordered a drop shot, and I said that looks pretty good.
So you just
Yeah, but
said.
the difference is I sipped my drop
Yeah.
shot, and I wasn't expected to drive.
So you just said, "Fuck it, full send." Well, that keg kicked. Guess I'm gonna be. Guess I'm gonna Chuck.
Belligerent now.
And then we learned that Chuck can drink a pint of beer in 1.2 seconds.
I have never seen a beer drink faster than Chuck's did. He literally, if this is the size of the glass, it just went void, and it was gone.
Literally.
And the minute it was gone, he was just like, next.
No, he went. Then next, but
I'm sorry, I forgot the bodily function that
yeah.
came after.
But right before that, he was like, "Oh, so guys, you want to see what I did in college?" And we're like, "What?"
Yeah, well, sure, Chuck. It was gone. Gone.
How many drinks you drink after that, Chuck?
Everyone was put in front of me.
Yeah, the part he's leaving out is everyone he ordered.
Yeah,
Not that was put in front of him.
on his tab, though.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't say I was mad at you. I understood. I mean, he does own the restaurant in the biggest plaza in New Lebanon, so he's about that life. But it came out so fast how quickly you were drinking them shits. It was ridiculous. We literally finished, our first and second. He was on his, fourth.
Yeah.
And drooling.
Yep, a nice little work function. Ends up me driving his fucking lesbian mobile all the way home. Like,
That's all true.
we know.
We know. You were the drunk one.
Telling them.
We don't know. We were thinking like, hey, are we gonna compile Chuck's red flags? No, there's too many.
All we have to do is tell a Chuck story. Figure them out on your own.
Yeah, you'll see.
You'll get there.
Oh,
And if you need more, come to Tap That Axe.
he's
in
he's
New Lebanon.
charming and giggly. Wait till you know him.
After you're done fawning over him, you'll realize that he ain't shit.
All right, speaking of red flags,
Okay.
like I said earlier, I was driving back from Maine,
Okay.
and I just went through a binge. I re-listened to all of them. On episode
Of this podcast.
this podcast.
Okay.
Okay.
On episode 3,
Yeah.
you guys went over your red flags,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
Someone in that restaurant called you a lightning rod.
I'm a lightning rod?
That's what they said. That was one of your red flags. You're a lightning rod.
Oh, I didn't know what that meant, so I didn't care.
You forgot that you've been hit by fucking lightning.
Oh,
It was a literal lightning.
that's what they meant?
That's what he meant. You knew where that came from. I told you where that came from. I told him where it came from in the podcast, didn't I?
I forgot.
Nope.
I forgot about that.
Nope. Literally, everyone's like, I have no idea what that means, and then just moved on.
Yeah.
So much dumb shit happens to me that like I just forget week to week.
So I'm gonna give you a Cliff Notes version of this, just because, again, he doesn't remember it. Mike got struck by lightning in the middle of a Stewart's. He was standing, then just woke up on the floor.
Eating my ice cream too.
The ice cream somehow didn't drop, but Mike got struck by lightning. So the lightning bolt reference.
That's what that meant.
That's what that was. The lightning rod reference.
And that's how he lost half of a finger.
That's not how.
Not how he lost half a finger.
That'd be more impressive, actually.
He did that at a completely. You really are a fucking shit show.
I didn't know. I
Like,
know.
What is your life?
This is what I'm saying.
Oh my god. No, stop! Chuck is turning us on each other again.
This is what he does.
Chuck.
But like,
How does he do this?
I was so fucking mad for the next. I forget that I got hit by light, but for the next 3 days, I thought I was gonna have a superpower. Like I literally.
Honestly, I would have waited for it too.
Right.
I survived a lightning strike. Where are my powers?
Yeah. Like I remember like watching
It's not the Flash, did it?
Saved by the Bell, like Screech could hear the fucking phone ringing before the phone rang.
Ah!
So like I would just be like, fucking,
You just turn into the Flash or like
Yeah.
Cole from Infamous.
yeah. I just thought something cool was gonna happen.
It was forgetfulness.
Okay. So are you saying? Are you saying that you wrote down lightning rod, and is that why you just brought this up?
No. I didn't touch that
Oh,
list.
gotcha.
I ain't that stupid.
Chuck knows better because he knew we would have came after his ass if he tried to come at us like that.
I ain't that dumb.
I forgot about that.
Well, I mean,
But yeah, this is what happens. We sit around, and Chuck turns us against each other. And then...
Admittedly, we turn on Chuck a lot.
Oh, no, we turn on Chuck a lot.
A lot.
And then he just, like, drops tidbits of information that we're like...
Wait, what?
Constantly.
Actually, I think that Chuck was around one of the times when we realized that we should do, like, some type of a podcast thing. And it was one of the first times you and I were just going back and forth talking about Chuck and another person, and they were just standing there just angry as fuck, and we're in tears. We're laughing so hard. I don't want to name this person's name because I'm trying to put her on blast.
I'm always down for a good time. I wasn't angry as fuck. I thought it was hilarious.
Fair enough. She was angry as fuck.
She wasn't very happy.
For 10 minutes straight, me and Mike are just dogging
Hold on.
Chuck and this.
Let's set this up. It was a snowstorm.
Correct.
It looked like Armageddon out there, and we're just gonna start drinking, and because we can't drive for hours, so
Literally. Wait,
so, like,
what else are we gonna
fuck
do?
this, and so it's just us.
Yep.
And those two because they didn't want to leave.
Correct.
And we had heard like rumors, scuttlebutt,
if you will.
Yep. And
Fancy scuttlebutt. Come on, boy.
then we found out that there was a little inner work relationship going on.
I'm at it.
Yep. And
we decided to get to the bottom of that.
yeah, because we're for weeks we were just like skipping around it because we're like, oh, this is just, we're not going to bring this up. And that day we chose violence.
Oh yeah, we were definitely Sherlock and Watson, and we just decided this is the day.
And then we just ripped them and tore them apart for.
There was no investigation. It was all persecution.
Hey, we never said it was a democracy at that act.
We were just...
People know what to expect when they come over to this side when Mike and I are drunk enough.
We were just going back and forth about how terrible that must have been between the two of them. And who was having a worse time.
Meanwhile, both of them are there just...
I had literally tears running down my face.
Literally.
We're just looking at each other and going back and forth and just jabbing the fuck out of these two.
I forgot that they were there at one point.
And then we turn to look at them and they're both like...
Which, of course, made us laugh even harder.
Yep.
Ugh. And I think that's around the time we were just like, we should have recorded that.
We definitely should have.
I wish we did.
Ooh, that reminds me about the time that we do bag on Chuck a lot.
Sure.
But deep down, like, we love him.
Of course.
And
Hi, Chuck.
I was at a point where I didn't give a fuck about him that day. And you wanted to be a really good friend. You wanted to be a really, really great friend. And Chuck decided that he was going to drink every IPA in New England. and
double it by 2.
Yeah.
In Chatham.
Yeah. And Chuck was...
That's the fucking point, Chuck.
Yeah. And Chuck was just going to basically die.
Yep, literally.
Yep. And so Chuck's face down, and then Chuck's starting to get sick, and the whole thing. So
there's so much to it.
Yeah, I have moved on. I don't care. And we realized that Chuck, like, literally was laying there like the guy from the movie Saw for like fucking 4 hours.
Literally.
Then he got up, and we're like, oh fuck, where did Chuck go?
You're missing very important key evidence of this. Mind you, there are about 10 of us sitting at the bar, just sitting in a circle drinking. Chuck disappears. We go, where did Chuck go? We look towards the register and we just see vomit shooting directly up into the sky. And we found him. Don't worry about it. He's so drunk, we're walking over him to get to the bathroom at this point. Just like, he'll move eventually. So, whatever, we're drinking. Another 10, 15 minutes goes by. Chuck disappears. And when I say disappears, we cannot find him.
Nope.
And I say to myself, oh God, he didn't go outside, did he? He didn't wander outside. Please do not have let him go outside. So I'm looking around. I don't see him. I'm looking over here where he was laying. I see his puke. I don't see him. And I'm just like, yo, Mike, where's Chuck? Mike goes, I don't give a fuck. And I was like, bro, come on, that's your boy. I don't fucking care.
I didn't care.
So I literally go through the entire restaurant to look for him. Did he like stumble to the kitchen to find some food? Like, let me go help him get some chips because chips will help him. Like, going all the way around, then I go, there's only one other place he will be. The bathroom.
Makes sense.
So, slowly, because I knew it might not be good, I walk over to the bathroom. Hey, yo, Chuck, you in there?
Found Chuck.
I found him, guys. But, Chuck, you okay? I go to see if the door is unlocked. There was no way this man could have unlocked the door. I open the door, and let me tell you, this image is seared into my fucking ocular cavities. Chuck is sitting there on the toilet, full Winnie the Pooh. For those of y'all that don't know what that means no pants, just a shirt. I saw angles of Chuck's ass that I have never seen before, and I don't want to see it again. After I see it, I go, ah! And then what was going on hit me next. His asshole blasted my face. I went, I closed the door. I went to Mike. I was just like, I don't give a fuck neither.
I told
And I didn't care anymore. I have never checked on Chuck again to this day.
I knew.
Oh my God. That man was spitting hot fire the wrong way.
The right way.
I will never check on you again, Chuck. All I need is good enough for me.
Still making sounds.
You can literally have your head in an oven. I'm like, you know what? He's home.
If Chuck ever makes those sounds, I'm never checking.
I don't blame you.
Ever. Never.
And the worst part is, at the end of the night, the bartender was just like, oh, I'm going to drive him home. And I'm just like, what, are you going to walk back? She's like, no, can you drive me back? I'm like, I've already sworn against him at this point. This is going against everything I stand for right now. Come on, please. She gets in my car. I drive her back. Only after we pull up, she goes inside, and I'm sitting here 1 minute, 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 10 minutes. Now, I'm not sitting here waiting for 10 fucking minutes for you two to pretend like you're not doing it again. I go inside. I look. Chuck's standing there in his boxers ass naked. I was like, I'm leaving. I was like, I am done. I have seen entirely too much of Chuck tonight. I'm done. I don't care anymore. I was so mad.
I don't remember any of that.
How fucking convenient, Chuck. How convenient.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I fucking hate you so much. So fucking much. And he's here giggling.
That's pretty funny.
Mike, tell the next story because I want to laugh at him again. I want to laugh at him so bad.
There's so many back and forth Chuck stories.
Oh, I hate him.
Because we decided that we're going to leave out the main one until episode 2.
I'm not
Until
ready. I need that conversation.
Yeah,
because I literally have a list of questions brewed in my head.
we're not.
that I need to ask him.
We're not talking about that.
That's the real reason this podcast exists.
Yeah.
No, sure is.
Christ. What is my next Chuck story?
We could talk about your son
I mean,
and his prom.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Good one.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do that one.
Yeah.
Bring that all in.
Well, yeah. I just didn't know if there was another Chuck story before that.
Of course there was. I mean, we could talk about the story about when the lady came up and started having a conversation with him, introduced herself, and Chuck just glitched and didn't say anything.
Oh,
We
yeah.
could do that one.
You guys did bring that up already. Yeah.
We could bring up the part.
But now that I'm here,
Oh, yes.
let me just tell you, that lady was over there eating her food, sicked her kids over on me.
Wait, time out. Why did you yell at the microphone? Oh my god, this is why I love you so much. Like, just don't you move again.
We killed Ethan.
It's Charles. Oh. Okay, go
Gotta
ahead.
restart that one. Or
Yeah.
oh no, we're
I'm
doing
sorry,
this
you
live.
just broke me right there.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm just glad that you found it as funny as I did because, like, I tried so hard to pull it together, and he just, don't you move. I was like, what are you doing? Oh, fucking Chuck.
That lady was having dinner with her family.
Correct.
Had 3 small kids.
Correct.
Sent them over onto Axe side.
Correct.
Alone, unsupervised,
One of our biggest pet peeves.
for an hour.
An hour is a little excessive. I don't think
It-
it's an hour.
It felt like 2 hours, so I'm going to say it was an hour.
Oh, fuck me, right?
Pause for dramatic
Is
effect.
this where we're at right now? Just Jeff go fuck himself? Didn't you bring in 2 of them?
I'm the planner, right? I knew that we got Chuck in here. How are we gonna roll with only 2 bottles of wine?
Sure. I knew you planned.
But I already drank half of this one.
Right. So, like, I was going to say, now, America, let's see how much he really aged because I was ready to see you top yourself off, if you want the honest truth.
We can split this one. Right.
So
Hit me
after
with your knee.
1 hour of dealing with her brats, which we should have gave them a can of Red Bull,
And taught them how to curse. That's one
And
of the
taught them how to
things I say
curse.
to every parent that
That's-
drops their kids off. Yep.
that made the most sense to me that day.
I get
Because
it.
you said it that day, and I was like, yes, that's absolutely what she'd be doing right now.
Sure.
She came over and she decided she was going to introduce herself. I was trying to think of some way to tell her off. I just couldn't come up with something clever enough.
No.
That
You
would
just gotta
get
come up with words, Chuck.
You just stared at her.
She said, hi, I'm whatever my name is. Chuck went, "Geh," and said nothing.
We're
again-
sitting there just watching.
Me and Mike are literally just,
Again, I was just trying to think of some way to let her know what a terrible parent she was.
Your controller died. Like, he was just.
I can't believe she was talking to me after being that.
do you remember the old school, like, PlayStation games, like the fighting ones, when you're in the middle of a fight and you get too excited so you rip your cord out and then your character's just standing there in the fight position and getting murked? That's what the fuck happened to you that night. You literally unplugged your controller and then looked stupid. I'm going to tell her how bad she's a parent. Also, Chuck. Crickets. And the worst part is how awkward it was because Mike and I saw it too. She goes, usually when people introduce themselves, they give their name back. He goes, I'm Chuck. The fact that he is the problem at M&M's does not make sense to me. But I'm the fuckboy. Still bitter about that.
There's episode 3.
I just got bitter again. I'm not gonna lie. I just got mad again. I just got so mad again. But I'm the problem.
I just can't.
You, Chuck.
I get it.
Fucking A.
I just like 2 weeks ago, I was like creating shit, and I put shit together that I thought was going to be gross, but it was fucking delicious. And I made like a new shot, and I was so excited that I wanted to go running over and give it to Chuck so he could try it, right?
Oh,
Because
okay.
I was like, oh,
I'll go fuck myself, but please continue.
it was the 2 times you were working. So you were busy. So I went running over.
Guys, fuck you. Too.
So I was running over to
You can count it on one hand, you fucker.
I was running over to Chuck, and I was so excited, and I gave it to him, and he goes, "Why are you giving this to me?"
Is there peanut butter in this?
Yeah, that's literally what it said. He goes, "Is there peanut butter in this?" And he goes, "What's this, a fuck Chuck shot?" And it was absolutely peanut butter whiskey, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
It is now.
I almost said it again.
It sure fucking is now.
Now it's called the fuck Chuck shot.
Fuck Chuck shot. Oh my god, Chuck, you're just the fucking worst. I can't stand it.
I literally was. I didn't mean to try to kill him that day. Like, he didn't even piss me off once that day, and I was just like, "Oh, here, take this peanut butter."
Chuck always finds a way.
Yeah.
Whether it's him like whispering to try to tell me something while I'm working. It's not, if there's no customers, then I'm just sitting there. What? But like, Chuck has a thing where he comes up and it'll be like, "So today at work, and I went over and I built a window and the glasses, and it looked great." And I look at him like, "Chuck, what the shit did you just say?" Chuck whispers so softly, I feel like I'm deaf. And I literally think I'm deaf because of him. And he does it every time. And I'm like, "Chuck, big boy voice." And then he does it in the same voice he did the first time.
I like that the cyber Chuck is the same as a real life Chuck. So we're in a group chat and we're talking about something, and then all of a sudden Chuck's contribution is a picture of a fucking window. And we're like,
That I built.
no context. Doesn't say that. We're talking about football.
Yeah, literally.
Picture of a window.
I like this team. They're going to be shit. I think it'll be great. Here's a window. Chuck, what? Oh my god, I wish I had the energy to go back to pull that up.
Literally.
I wish I had the energy for it. Because that's literally how that went.
It was a beautiful window.
We thought that he was going to be trapped in here with us, but we're trapped in here with him.
I know. He's fucking blocking the exit.
Oh my! Your exit, you can still get out. I'm stuck. It's like a clogged artery. Like, how am I supposed to get back this? If we were a heart, we'd have a heart attack right now.
That's funny because it's true.
Feel good about that?
Kind of.
No, okay.
I did.
Go fuck myself. It's fine. Way to call out my heart problems, but it's fine.
All right. We can get to the real reason why we're here.
Sure.
We're not going to pretend like we just heard this for the first time, but we did hit pause.
Correct.
Well, you hit pause because you were laughing so fucking hard
I almost peed myself.
that you had to take a break, and I was like, oh my God. This man just holds on to information.
So fucking passive aggressive.
And then, like, we've known him for 2 years, and then he just, like, we've known him, like, tight for 2 years, and then he just dribbles out information.
Oh, but this information he just dribbled out was a fucking bomb this time.
But it all makes sense why he dribbled it out.
Oh,
right?
of course.
Right. So I remember it was a Sunday, and we were just sitting around, and it was you and I were talking, and Chuck's just listening, and my son just had prom, and kids these days with their prom, I don't know how it is at other schools, but like my son got fucking robbed of his prom.
Really?
His like my prom memories were great.
Same.
Right, that you said like yours were great.
Fine.
His prom, you wouldn't be let into prom unless you showed up at the school and they took attendance and you got on the school bus, and the school bus drove you to prom.
School bus is wild to me.
Unheard of.
Like,
right?
that is unheard of for prom.
Unheard of.
That's not
Half of prom is like showing out, like, look how I'm pulling up, like, like, look what I'm wearing.
Right, yes.
School bus is absurd to me.
Ridiculous.
Right.
Then because the place was like under construction at the time, like I took like a nice fancy picture of him in front of a dumpster and a traffic cone. You know what I mean?
Cool.
And he said like they had to eat dinner out in a field in like a tent, and they just got these kids rented all these dresses and tuxedos, and they're like just covered in mud and shit. And
It's a conspiracy.
I was like annoyed by that. So then we were comparing our proms.
Yeah.
And I went to 3 proms.
Sure.
How many proms did you go to?
I only went to one. We didn't do junior prom.
Oh, you didn't do junior prom.
We didn't do junior prom. I was also kind of shy and nerdy in high school, so like I didn't really talk to people. Believe it or not, I was a very different person in high school than I am right now.
And you went to high school in the city.
Correct. I was in
New York.
Manhattan. I
Manhattan.
went to school in Manhattan. My prom was, as far as I know, the typical prom. Like, there was only one of them. Like, I dressed up. My date dressed up matching me. Realistically, I matched her. But, like, let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
We linked up at my house. Her parents came down. My parents came down. Our friends came over, met us there. We took pictures. We jumped in the limo. The limo drove us around Manhattan for a little bit. We turned up in the back, listened to music, whatever. We pulled up at the spot, jumped out, took more pictures, ran into a couple of our friends, took pictures with them, went upstairs. And by upstairs, I mean, like, this was, like, on some, like, penthouse suite type shit. Like, I think it was a hotel. I don't know what it was. All I know, it was, like, a big open dance ballroom type thing. Dance floor in the middle, table, DJ in the back. Like, we sat down, we ate, we vibed, we like meshed with everyone. Everyone got up, danced, jumped in their limos, and went to the next spot. Like, it was like, bus stop is absurd to me.
Wait,
I've
like-
never heard of bus stop.
So you had like a great prom.
Oh yeah, it was fire.
I went to 3 of them.
Yeah.
And I went to 3 of them because, like, I was thinking about, like, how the fuck could I go to 3 of them? Well, because when I was, sophomore, I went...
You're a problem. Continue.
When I was a sophomore, I went with a senior.
Sure.
And then when I was... But juniors... So in my school, like, juniors were allowed to go to prom. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, like, I went as a junior, and then I went as a senior. I had all the prom experiences where, like, one time we all got a group together, we went in a limo.
Yeah.
And then we went to, like, a place that had a ballroom and it was a restaurant, and we had dinner, and it was
So like mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like
Fire.
yours.
And it was wonderful. Like, I had great time. Still
great.
friends on my prom date. Great time.
100%. The next one, like, my father's friend, like, loaned me, like, his super old muscle car, and, like, I drove that.
Fire.
And like, so, like, the prom entrance was
Everything.
So the fact that, like, my son had to go on a school bus was just so fucked. And if I drove him, they wouldn't let him into prom is crazy.
That's insane.
But, like,
Get it, but it's insane.
so, like,
I
we...
wanted to make sure no one was drunk.
And yeah, like, I know why they're doing it, but, like...
Getting drunk
It's
is
just
half
but like you get drunk at the after prom party, and
Sorry,
well,
Mom.
if you went in a limo, like I was drinking then, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know, it was just different then.
Sure.
But like we're talking about our prom experiences,
Sure.
and we go back and forth, and we're talking about our proms, and we both had great proms.
Yeah.
And then we literally we were both like, Chuck, how was your prom?
My prom was great.
Did you go to 2 proms?
Yeah, I went to a junior and a senior.
So you did one junior and senior prom.
And it was me and Mike went to the same school, so prom was the same setup.
Mhm.
Our juniors and seniors we went to one prom that was both.
I never knew
classes.
junior prom was a thing. That literally caught me off guard. Oh, yeah,
Well, there-
junior prom. I was like, what the fuck is
Now
junior
there's,
prom?
to my understanding, there's other schools that have a specific junior prom and then they have
Yeah.
a specific senior prom. But that wasn't our story. Our story is both
like-
classes in the same ball.
Absurd.
Yeah. Yeah,
Absurd.
but like as a junior, as 11th and 12th grade, like you go to prom.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Bigger schools. I definitely hear that like bigger schools like just juniors have their own prom, and then just seniors have their own prom. But
But honestly, like we went to a small school.
Mm-hmm.
Like
So did I.
we had we had 36 kids in my graduating class.
36?
36
I
kids.
had like 90 in mine, which for the city, small
I was
as
gonna say
shit.
that's small. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's small as
Yeah.
shit for the city, but 36 is absurd.
36
to
kids.
me.
Right. Yep.
Wow.
So I mean, like all prom was 60 kids and junior senior,
Yeah,
right?
literally.
Like whatever.
Okay, so that makes more sense than junior
Exactly,
senior prom. 'Cause
exactly,
There's only
yeah.
fucking 10 of you.
It's more like 120 because you bring the guests. But
Yeah.
I'll do the math, Chuck.
But
you
know,
just,
math is hard.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Keep on
Math is tough.
trucking.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a small school. I had a class, and this is my junior year. I had a class with 3 people in it. 3 people. Yeah, it was music theory. Right?
All I imagine is Chuck walking in with his mohawk and his fucking chains, like, chling, chling, chling. Teach me about the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Like, Chuck. You...
I didn't go to those classes, so like,
Wait. Surprise face. Yeah, shocker.
whatever.
But you don't know about the tritone, okay?
No, I'm sorry. You're a winner. Please continue.
So
are we talking about your junior prom or your
junior prom.
Your junior prom.
Junior prom.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, you're a mess.
I'm in a class with 3 kids,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Both of them are seniors, right? There's a dude.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna talk about him anymore because
Okay.
I didn't bring him to prom.
Mm.
The girl,
That we know of.
the girl
Mm-hmm.
was way out of my league. She was hot, but
Apparently no
she
one's
got she got rejected by her first choice.
rude.
Yeah, so I was like,
Were there really that many options in New Lebanon?
not really.
Yeah, there was enough.
Really?
I
Yeah.
got rejected by someone.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Go on, New Lebanon. Let me find out.
So she so I swooped in. I was like, I'm gonna make this girl's senior prom. Right?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Chuckles.
I asked her to prom.
Oh, my God. I hate it.
Wait, so you're a junior
I'm a junior.
and she's a senior.
She's a senior.
Okay.
Bold move,
Yep.
Cotton.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yep. And like I said, out of my league, she's pretty.
Sure was.
And cool. And like she was awesome to hang out with too. So I was excited. She took a day to get back to me. She had to go, check on our whatever's.
In
because
hindsight?
actually the thing is that she had a trip planned to Hawaii. And it was the week following. Like she was literally gonna get in on Sunday and then like prom was Monday. It was like one of those types of situations. Right? So she had to check in, make sure it was cool with her parents, she got back to me the next day. She said, Yeah, I'll totally go. Right? So because of the trip to Hawaii, there were a lot of complications. I actually had to call her on remember the 1-800 collect numbers?
Yeah.
I had to call out-
1-800 CALLATT.
Yeah.
Don't
I
worry.
had
I'll
to-
millennial TikTok this one.
Yeah. I had to call her on that to find out what dress because she bought a dress in Hawaii, right? So I had to find out what color the dress was so I can get her the matching corset or
Sure.
the
Corsage.
yeah, that's the one.
You're not buying her a corset. You're buying her a corsage. It's okay. I'll class this up for us.
Thank you.
I'm drinking wine, so obviously I'm fancy.
Let's see what else. We I borrowed a friend's 65 Mustang.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's a move.
Chuckles.
Yeah.
You showed up with all the big dick energy right there,
Yep.
didn't you?
So
buddy?
that was
better
pretty
than
cool.
the Subaru you're driving now. Like, look at you go.
Hardtop or convertible?
It was it was a hardtop.
Okay.
It was a hardtop.
That's
Yep.
the move. Yep.
Yep. I mean, I didn't have a choice. It was my friend's.
No,
No,
buddy,
I-
It was,
buddy,
it was my
buddy.
friend's dad's.
You showed up
whatever.
with a 65 Mustang. Like,
Yeah, we're-
with nothing but respect.
I'm
either
just
way.
trying to picture the scene.
Salute, sir.
Yep. Black on black on black, right? It was
Yep.
Nice. Hey, look. You know I love black on black on black.
it was stick.
We know you love sticks.
You're gay.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
All right.
And where was it? It was just like a ballroom and a like a restaurant. Right?
It was a 4-story building in Albany. I don't remember the location. There were no dumpsters plainly visible from the entryway.
Well,
So
look
it's
at that one.
step up from Caden's prom. uh, but it was nice. It was awesome. The theme was Stardust Memories.
The fuck does that mean?
I have no fucking idea. They just have stupid.
It sounds
shit.
like some new Lebanon shit.
Yeah.
Stardust memories.
Well, they have it etched on my glass. I still have the glass in my house.
Yeah, tracks.
And
I wanted the last little drop for myself.
I know. That's fucking petty. I knew. Look, here's the thing. I knew you were going to do that. You didn't even have to say it.
It's fine.
Jesus Christ.
all right, so
Stardust Memories.
Stardust Memories.
I don't even know. I don't remember one theme for
have it.
prom that I went to because I was just like, I'm gonna like look classic. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this is. I'm gonna wear like a nice.
For
Oh,
us,
yeah,
it
yeah.
was just,
Yeah.
hey, we're here. We dressed up nice. Turn up.
Yeah.
That's all it was. For us.
Yeah. I mean, like I had plans to, because I was loud. Me and you have kind of like the opposite story arcs. Like I was a loud, brash kid in high
Oh
school.
my god, I was so.
And I was,
reserved
and
in
like
high
now
school.
nowadays, like I'm kind of like
Did you have the mohawk for the prom?
No.
Oh, okay.
no,
I don't know if I like that more or less.
Yeah.
no, I well, first off, this is junior prom. I didn't have the mohawk yet.
Okay.
That was my senior year. I had the
Okay.
mohawk for it.
Oh.
That's when it became-
Okay.
Right.
Actually, that makes sense.
No.
But I didn't
people
have
to
it for my second
rebel.
prom either. Like that was I mean, like I probably had it and like combed it down.
Yeah.
So dude, she won prom queen. Right?
You went with the prom queen.
I went with the prom queen.
Oh, so you're lit.
So
Yeah. I mean, like this is great.
So did you have prom king and queen in yours? You didn't. You guys didn't do that.
No, we was all just like, even if we did, we wouldn't have cared. Like that's how my high school class.
So
was.
I remember like prom king and queen had like a prom court, and you had like your own table, right? They had like a private table.
Yep.
So and because you're the date of the prom queen, you were at like the table.
Yeah.
So you're the fucking man
I'm the man.
at
Right.
prom. Yes.
Yep. It's a center table. Like so like
Yep.
all the tables radiate out from it. Everyone's looking at us the whole night.
Yikes.
Not at me.
So it's just like a wedding, basically.
It's very very similar.
Similar.
That's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Why would they do? Why is that a thing?
I don't know. You can win stuff. Like you're the.
Win
Yeah.
stuff.
I don't know. It was.
People are competitive about their looks.
Looks.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, that's kind of fucking toxic. No, am I the problem here for thinking the opposite?
I mean, we've been doing it for like the entirety of our existence.
Well, clearly not. If I never did it.
Yeah, but like Miss America existed back then.
Does anyone take Miss America seriously other than Steve Harvey? Nay, Steve Harvey don't even take Miss America serious.
So I went prom queen.
And you're the fucking man because
I'm the man.
you're at the middle
Mhm.
table.
Okay, so you're the prom queen side dude. Her-
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, but you're still awesome because everyone else is just at the other shitty tables.
Same table, just with the other ones.
At my prom, I was in the middle table, so I know what the feeling is like. Right?
To be at the same table that everyone in the same spot is, you just aren't with the king and queen. Is that what you're trying to say?
You're over there with like the prom peasants, right? Chuck is with the prom court.
So, because you weren't with prom royalty, if you will, you feel a certain type of way about it? Is that what you're trying to imply?
No, I'm just saying that like it's important.
You're about to graduate. Who gives a fuck?
I don't know. Every small victory then is like a big deal. When you're 16, 17 years old, that's a big deal. The fact that you guys didn't have that is weird to me.
We didn't
That-
have that.
that is-
At the end of the
that
day,
is
it was
wild.
all about camaraderie. Like, we were all out there. Like, the popular group and, like, the not popular group, we all still vibed. Like, we would all just be like, it was like we was chilling. It wasn't about who is the hot one, who is not.
All right.
Like, don't get me wrong, we had our rankings, but
Well,
like,
then
it wasn't like there was a prom king and queen. We was just out here just dancing the whole night.
we went to a small school that was like Mean Girls then.
We went to a small school too for the city.
I don't know. You guys are better people. I don't know.
Yes, we are. First of all,
But I don't think prom king and queen is if we surveyed everybody, I don't think it's a weird thing.
it's just such a toxic ideology. Like, that's so.
The fact that we all know what it means would indicate that.
Yeah, but I thought that shit was just in the movies until you brought this
No.
up to me.
No,
No.
you're
I'm over here like I saw American Pie. Like, Yeah, prom king and queen.
You're the first person I've ever heard that went to a prom that didn't have a prom court.
I need to bring Les into this. See if it's a city thing or see if it's an upstate thing. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
I won't talk about it again. Because I'd never heard of prom court.
I would like everyone to know my willpower. On that, I had so many jokes. I just bit my tongue on.
Oh no, talk your shit, bro.
Huh?
No, go ahead.
Nah, it's not worth it.
No, you good now?
We're good.
God, you're a bitch. Okay, continue.
All right. So speaking of city versus country things, you guys will all be familiar with prom parties up on the hill, right? Not you. You were in the city. You know where the hill is. Ethan, you know where the hill is?
I'm
Okay.
in a different
said yes.
fucking world.
Yeah.
So what is the hell?
So you probably had a house party to go to.
Oh no, we had a building party. Like there was an entire building that was just like abandoned that we all like took over, threw DJs on different floors, lighting. Like we turned the fuck out.
Yeah, no, that's better. But
So much better.
we had keg parties on like
In the woods.
In the woods. That's what we had. We had keg parties in the woods.
We had like roof parties or like apartment parties or like floor parties
Yeah.
or
So like after prom and like
my friends whose moms didn't give a fuck if we got drunk.
we would go to prom, and then after prom you would go like change, and then you would go to the girls would all have like their hair still up and all did and stuff.
Yeah.
But like you're going to the woods, so you're not gonna wear a tuxedo in the fucking woods.
Sure.
Right. But
Put your jeans and sweatshirt on.
yeah, but you're at prom with the prom queen.
Yeah.
Right. Pretty girl.
Pretty girl.
God, it's like a
Yeah.
new world.
And my cousin is actually throwing the party.
Mm.
Right?
So you're the fucking man.
You're
Again,
I'm
winning.
not gonna ask which one. Never mind. Go ahead.
So I'm super excited. The plan is that she's gonna go, like you said, she's gonna go change, sweatshirt, jeans.
Mhm.
I'm going back to my house. She can come pick me up. I also had to drop off the Mustang.
Sure.
Well, yeah, you're not going to take that to the prom.
Not taking
You
that.
had things to do.
Yeah, things to do. Yeah,
I wasn't allowed to take the car that I borrowed to the party either.
Of course not. That's when you're about to go out and like do your thing.
Yeah.
Yep. So I went back to my house, and I did not go to my cousin's prom party.
You never went to the party?
Never went to the party. Never made
What
it
happened? Why not?
there.
Just say you were never picked up.
I got ditched.
Now, we got to this part at M&M's. And mind you, we're oblivious at this point.
We are on the edge of our seat. Like,
We're mad at her. Like, yo, why the fuck would you ditch him?
fuck that
is-
bitch. Like, why didn't she
fuck
pick
that
you
hoe.
up?
Why did she pick you up? It's your cousin's party. That is
She
fucked
never
up.
came to get you.
She never came to get me.
So you never went to the party at all.
Nope.
You sat
And it
home.
was too late. It was too
You
late
know
to
the
call her.
answer to that.
I know, but we didn't at the time, and we were very upset.
Oh, I was so mad for you.
Mhm.
I was so mad for you. And we said, why did she never pick you up? Chuck, what was your answer?
Well, she went to go fuck you, Mike.
It's still funny. I'm so... I just covered myself in wine. It's still funny. Oh, everything burns.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Chuck is telling this story. He's leaving it out there. We're literally on the edge of her seat being like, fuck that bitch, Chuck. Fuck her, what'd she do? And then you said she went to go fuck you. And I was like, me?
My reaction.
I thought you're making it up, telling weird stories like you do. And I was like, who? And then you said her name, and I was like, oh.
The best part is there are receipts. There are pictures of Chuck with Shorty, and then clearly drunker chick with Mike.
Same dress.
Same dress. I'm looking at this just like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. Mike, this is why he left you on the fucking hill.
Yes, it all made sense then.
Everything made sense.
Because guess who had the receipts? Chuck had the receipts. Yeah.
Chuck is like Bill Buscemi and fucking
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison with a list of people he's gonna kill. Mike on the top of that list. I was gonna fuck the prom queen.
We
But
learned
Mike
that
got there first.
that day that he's like, he keeps a fucking journal. He's like, day 412, infiltrated his business, gained his trust.
Jackass made me a bartender.
You held on to this and you never said a word for years.
He just did petty shit like, oh yeah, here's your fucking, what was that? What's the game? For the boards he made for the
cornhole? Yeah.
Cornhole.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, here's your cornhole board.
Yeah, with your fancy logo.
Yeah, literally.
That'd be embarrassing on
M&M's.
That'd be embarrassing on your big fucking block party.
Literally. Oh yeah, I bought brownies in his head. You know, Mike's fat ass gonna eat one. Like, literally, he has been a fucking menace since then.
Diabolical Chuck.
Diabolical Chuck. He is a fucking menace.
I didn't fuck your girl on purpose. I didn't know she went with you. I just knew that I wasn't going to another prom. And I was like, yo, hit me up after you're done. And she never told me who she was going with.
I was crying so hard.
I didn't know.
I laughed so hard that day because of how uncomfortable they both felt. I loved everything about that toxicity. Mike was just like, I did what? Chuck was just like, you heard me. I'm like, Chuck, hit him. I'm like, Chuck, get him. And they're going back and forth. Nothing made me happy.
I didn't know that I stole your girl on prom night.
Oh, no. You didn't steal his girl. You rackjacked him. Like, you are a complete fucking menace in this situation. You're the fucking villain.
I know.
And that was literally the first time I actually felt bad for Chuck. I was just like, oh, damn, Chuck. Like, yo, fuck this bitch, Chuck. She did what?
I was too. I was on the edge of my seat like, oh my God, that's terrible. Why would she do such a thing? Oh my God.
And it took us a minute after coming after you. I was just like, Chuck, why did it take you so long to bring this up? Like, how did you not bring this up before? Chuck said, oh yeah, you know what? I'm just going to go work with him. Chuck works the long game. This motherfucker crazy. I'm going to wake up in jail one day and be like, what did Chuck do? Like, I know it's going to happen. Chuck will set me the fuck up and I'm just going to be in jail just like, Sandstrom, right? Yeah, okay, that tracks.
Hey.
And when I get out, I'm just going to come up and kick you in the dick and then we're like on to business as usual.
Sorry, Chuck.
Don't set me up, Chuck. Did you finally apologize?
Yes.
Because you didn't apologize the first time.
I
You
know.
have yet to have ever apologized for this. Like, am I wrong?
That's the first time I've ever heard him
I've
apologize.
never heard him apologize in general. Oh, shit.
I feel terrible about it.
You felt wonderful about it, don't lie.
Well,
She was fucking a smoke show.
she was pretty hot. And
I'm not wrong. She went out of my league.
Buddy, she's out of all of our leagues.
She was into weird shit, Chuck. I don't know if you were going to handle that, but I took one for the team.
Don't say that right now because you know I'm going to call out situations we can't pull up right now.
I took one for the team, Chuck. What are you going to call out? I told her that she liked to be choked.
She was into weird shit.
She was into weird shit.
Choked is weird to you?
When I was 17, yeah.
Oh my God, they're so vanilla. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were choking bitches in the city?
I was a virgin then.
No. Point fucking proven.
Yeah, but, like, that's not the point.
Yeah. Well. Now, literally, she
So
was...
tell me more about how Chuck's prom date wanted to get choked, Mike. Please continue. Go on. Continue, Mike. I say again, I'm sorry. You're a winner.
Sorry, Chuck.
Jackass.
I choked her for you.
Oh, Chuck still choked her the next day. Bitch, you're supposed to come get me. He turned into fucking Eminem.
Oh, no. She never talked to me again.
Yeah, I get that.
She was very embarrassed.
Lucky bitch.
Lucky bitch.
Lucky bitch.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh.
Well,
Speaking of red flags, Steele's prom dates.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you why it didn't work out so great for me, though, Chuck?
I know
don't, 'cause
why.
That still annoys me. That is like I've literally still low-key been mad at your mom for this, like quietly. But please, she makes you make sense. But go ahead, continue.
It was the early 2000s, right? Late 90s. Like what time period are we talking about here?
For your mom, it was like the 1960s.
Well, yes, but
Your mom was practicing apartheid and shit, but it's fine.
the girl we're talking about was a black girl.
Yeah.
Beautiful black girl.
Woman, but
She
please.
was a woman. She was 17. Maybe she's 18. I don't know. Regardless,
Woman.
she's a woman.
Put some respect on her name.
Sure.
Put some respect on her name.
So
She a woman now.
She's a grown ass woman now.
Yeah, married, kids.
yeah, I listen. I got
Mike's.
Chuck, my mom told me we're not making mocha chip babies in this house.
You know that the minute you told me that story is why I come after your mom so hard every time I see her, right?
I know she's lived through some shit.
Now, mind you, yeah, I'm sure, like fucking civil rights movement. I'm sure she has lived through some shit. Old ass. Are we doing this right now, moms?
Moms?
Are we doing moms right now? Because I can wait for another episode.
I think so. I mean, I think we're deep.
We're rolling deep.
We're rolling deep on
We'll
this
do
one.
moms a different episode.
Okay.
Love your mother to death.
I know. Same, but
Fuck her, but I love her to death.
we should end this before I have purple teeth.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Chuck will be back.
Yeah, we have a whole.
There's a whole nother like 30-minute conversation we need to have.
Oh,
about
it's
Chuck.
probably an hour. There's another level of Chuck that we haven't even gotten to because Chuck just literally does this and he
Chuck
just
is Shrek.
he just lets out a little bit of information.
He comes out in layers like an onion. Chuck
Yep.
is Shrek.
Fucking weirdo.
I fucking hate you so much. I love you so much, but I fucking hate you, bro. No, I don't. Let me you're so cute. No, fuck you. I hate you. Oh! I don't know how to feel about you!
All right, we're gonna get out of here. Listen, like, subscribe us on all things, all the channels.
All the channels.
Make sure you hit that. We're gonna be doing a bunch of other content. And Chuck will be back soon. We're gonna go drink this wine.
We should probably talk about the comedy show next time, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
the comedy show was a shit show of a night in and
Yeah.
of itself, so that needs to be mentioned.
Sure does. I'm still mad at you.
100%. Just get over it. Jesus Christ.
Anyways, guys, red's the new green.
Thank you for joining.